Blue Rocket Fuse here, bringing to you the adventures of Jerry in Fallout New Vegas. Really quick, if you hear any noise in the background, that happens to be my parents' puppy dog. Dog puppy, puppy dog puppy. I call her a puppy because she's so small, and super cute. But if you hear any barking or any noise, that's her, because I'm just watching my parents' dog. Alright. In the last part, I was able to get all the guns I wanted. I got the Assault Carbine, not the GRA version, because that goes a little bit better with the perk I'm going to get later on than I mentioned in the last part. The Marksman Carbine, which is pretty good too. And the Sniper Rifle. All of which, however, require a much higher gun skill than I have. I don't have it anywhere close to it. However, I think, yeah, what I want to do is get lockpick up to 50, and what else? Up to 50. I want to get, because I got speech up to 60. I'm good there. Lockpick to 50. What's the other? Oh wait, lockpick to 55, so that later on I can take care of 75 lockpick with just the skill magazine. But I want science at 50, I think. I should check my notes, just in case. Oh no, I want science at 55. Yes, science at 55. Then I'll tell you what I'm going to level up after that. If I can. We'll see. But in the meantime, I need to take care of something at Camp McCarran. Because the next mission I'm going to take is actually a mission most people do much later on in the game. You can only activate it here in Camp McCarran. Well, you turn it into at Camp McCarran. But, where is he? Wait, let me find the guy real quick. Ah, here's the man I've been looking for.
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends.
I'm going to be doing the 3-card bounty mission. And there's only one reason I'm doing the 3-card bounty mission. It's not because he's going to pay me money. I have plenty of money. It's all good. It's not because of the experience I'm going to get from it. Not important at all. What's important is what I'm going to be able to do because of doing this mission right here and right now. So first thing I want to start with would be Driver Nephi, because that clears a path to Violet and Cook. That, and I can get some help along the way. And what is it, Jerry? Yeah, Jerry. Jerry, he's not very capable yet. He knows he's not very capable. But the reason why Jerry is doing this is because of the reason that I am doing this. I keep alluding to it, but I'm not saying it. I need to stop saying this. It's probably driving you guys nuts. Sorry, my bad.
My advice is this. Talk to Lieutenant Gorobets. He's in charge of Alpha Team, 1st Recon, snipers. If you're lucky, you can lure Nephi into the open and the sharpshooters can bring him down. You bring me the head, you'll still get the bounty. It's a better bet than trying to take Nephi one-on-one, but it's your call.
Alright, where is Lieutenant Gorobets?
Out in the yard. Gorobets coordinates our sniper teams. He's been gunning for Nephi for weeks now. Only thing he hasn't had is willing bait. Don't have enough troops to order anyone beyond the fence. Not anymore, anyway.
Alright, got it. Or sounds like fun. Yeah, sounds like fun. I'll get on it.
One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head. My superiors need proof they're gone. That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead, and no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for the chest. You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire bounty. Good luck to you, and don't get careless.
All right. Goodbye.
Right.
Right. All right. So now here's the thing. I want to do this in the cover of night because it will increase my ability to sneak. Because right now, as you see, it's daytime. It's really hard. It's really hard to sneak around. However, I am going to have Lieutenant Gorbets help me out for the first mission. I'm pretty sure he goes to bed at night. I would hate to go out and he won't be activated. So, you know, let's test that out. I actually have no idea if I can still talk to him at night. I should be able to. So, let me save real quick and we'll find out. Alright, let's see if Lieutenant Gorbets will talk to us.
Hey. I'm Lieutenant Gorbets, 1st Recon. If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major Daughtry.
Ah, yes. Alright, well, Major Daughtry said I should talk to you about taking down Driver Nephi.
Whatever you need, we'll make sure it gets done. Listen, my team has a debt to settle with Nephi. We've seen too many of our boys get brained by that golf club of his. You lure him out for us, and if we can score some payback, we'll all pitch in caps for a reward. My team will take up positions around the old rock crushing plant. They'll wait until they see Nephi, and then they'll start shooting. At that point, just keep your head down and stay out of range of his golf club. We'll take care of the rest. Get your rifles and move out, 1st Recon. We've got a fiend to kill.
Go quiet. Legion can count on that.
Alright, now we go over to a sniper's nest position to ambush all the fiends that are around Driver Nephi and kill Driver Nephi. Lure him out as well. If you have not done the 3 cards bounty mission, there's always mines there and they always run into it. You want to travel with Lieutenant Gorbets' recon group. I got a little bit dragged behind because we ran into some fiends back there. They ended up killing them before. That's awesome. Barely ran into a mine. And it did like little to no damage. Alright. Now they bring you straight here. And somehow I'm detected by something. That's strange. Anyways, Driver Nephi is right over here. What we want to do is possibly kill or shoot any of them. No headshots though, all body shots. It's very difficult to do this one. Do I want to go up there? Or go up there? Let's go up there. Where that guy is. Yeah, right where Lieutenant Gorbets is. Alright, now that I'm standing next to Lieutenant Gorbets himself, let's snipe at some of the fiends in this random area. Lure them out. Pretty sure that one right there in the middle is Driver Nephi. Oh, maybe not. I see a shot. Oh, is it a shotgun? Maybe that's a hunting rifle. Driver Nephi is the one with a... Oh, that's Driver Nephi right there. This guy right there in the middle. That one. He's on the left, on top. That has to be him because it looks like he has a tiny little club. It's really hard to see. Oh, the sway of the gun though is really annoying. I really need to get my gun skill up. It'll be a while before I'm up there. Well, as soon as the shot lines up perfectly on one of them. Oh, I was there, wasn't I? Yeah, I'll just wait. Right in the chest, I'll shoot. Just in case I was wrong about which one is Driver Nephi. Although I think this one is. Oh, that's the one I keep thinking is. Stop swaying. That was a complete mess. Oh, they noticed though. They noticed. They're panicked. But they don't know where the shot is from. Well, that's very convenient. Oh, I didn't hit anything there. Oh, got one. Was a sneak attack. Killed him in one hit. All right. See if I can get any others. Thing is though, as soon as Driver Nephi is dead, the rest of them, well, Lieutenant Gorbest and his squad will just leave. So, that's a thing. Make sure that Driver Nefai doesn't die first so I can take out the rest of the fiends. This person has a gun. No, don't run. No, come back. No. This way is terrible. Oh, I think this person's coming. This person's coming. Yes. They're going to notice. Are they going to come? Come into the ambush? No, they're not. Well, I think this is Nefai, so let me shoot him in the chest here. As soon as the sway just... Come on! The sway! I can't hit anything with this sway. Oh, that's Driver Nefai. You can see the club swinging on him. Please don't shoot his head! Don't shoot his head! For the love of God, don't shoot his head! Oh. Stop shooting! Uh-oh, they're walking away. That was Driver Nefai. Shoot! Oh no! Don't walk away! There's more fiends! No! Gotcha! Ah. I think there's one more. Oh, there's a fiend way over there. Well, anyways, it was Driver Nefai, and his head was perfectly fine. So let's rip his head off. Just by doing that. Apparently that's how you ripped his head off. Alright, I'm going in closer so I can get a better shot at them. I should probably equip a better gun for this. Oh. Too far away. Why is there fiends way over here? What? I don't understand. There's usually not fiends over here. Oh well, I'll take them out anyways. Apparently they spotted me. So apparently I'm still in danger, but I don't see any fiends or any red dots anywhere in my compass, so I don't know. Oh wait, now I'm in caution. Apparently they can't find me. Well, I got one fiend that was on a hill. Okay, so I fast traveled really quick to the gun runners so I could get the suppressor for the sniper rifle. I had to wait a little bit. I had to wait 3 days, but they finally put the sniper rifle suppressor in stock. So I can do that. I could get a scope for a varmint rifle, but I don't know why I'd want that. Now, if you're wondering how to apply a mod to a gun, like a suppressor, like I bought for the sniper rifle, all you have to do is go to the gun. You don't even have to equip it like I just did. You just hover over it, and if you look at the top right, you see a faded maintain and a mod with an X next to it. X is the button I have to press. It'll be a different thing if you're using a gamepad or using this on a console like a PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. Well, I believe you can play New Vegas on Xbox One now too. Yay, backwards compatibility. But anyway, to get to this menu, select it, and there we go. It's added. Now there's a plus next to it because there's a mod, as you see, mods, sniper rifle suppressor. This is one of the few true silenced weapons in the game. Although in all reality, like if this was reality, it wouldn't be very silent. I would need to use suppressor rounds too with it. But this isn't reality, this is a video game. Now I'm going to head back exactly where it was last, and I'll meet you there. So met some fiends along the way. That wasn't too hard. So some more fiends found me. Oh, looks like the fiends actually took out. Oh, so looks like some fiends actually took out the NCR that were here. So I'm gonna have to take some things here to try to defend myself against some of them. There we go. I decided to travel back to the New Vegas Medical Clinic so I could stock up
You're
on
back.
some
Do you need medical attention?
medicine. So when I was fast traveling back, I didn't realize I actually activated a fast travel point that's actually closer, the Samsung rock crushing plant. And I tried fast traveling to Cat McCarran instead to get there. So I kind of wasted some time there. So finally back to where I was. And right away there's a fiend. Looks like all the fiends that were here with Driver Nephi have respawned. So that's lovely. And another fiend found me. Well, looks like it cleared this area out again. Apparently not. There we go. Now I think it's cleared out. So I found a fiend way over here. Apparently I shot her arm off. Well, the next fiend I need to kill is Violet. Then I'll take out Cook Cook. Cook Cook happens to be right in this pile of ruins. And Violet happens to be amongst all these trailers. And by the way, this is where Driver Nephi's group was. This is that hill behind Driver Nephi's area. There's a toxic pick there. No, you might not want to go there. But right over here, this is where the trailers are for Violet. So when it comes to Violet, she just has a whole bunch of dogs and herself. So if you just killed all of her dogs, you should be able to easily find Violet. Granted, the dogs are very perceptive, so you might want to stay far away like I am. That is 3 down. So I think I see Violet right by my crosshairs. Let's see if it really is her. Yeah, it was her. She kind of knows where I am. Oh, she knows exactly where I am. She found me. And her dog's it too. Oh, jeez. Oh, there goes Violet. Oh, as I pull off her head, I level up to level 5. All right. Well, as I said earlier at the beginning of the video, I want to get lockpick up to 55 and then start working on science and get that up to 55. There's a special thing with Violetta's brain, so might as well take that. Okay, so there's 3 Brahmins right next to where Cook is. One of them is special. It is a named one, Queenie. This one happens to be Cook's favorite Brahmin. We killed Queenie here, and well, Cook will just go crazy and start killing everyone because Brahmins are that important to him apparently. Now make sure to use hollow point ammo when trying to kill Queenie here. Wait, that's the one Queenie? Yeah, that. This one is Queenie. Now I took out Queenie. Cook becomes frenzied at the death of his favorite Brahmin cow, Queenie. And as you see there, you can see the smoke of his flamethrower killing all of his fellows. Because, man, Queenie is just the best, and now Queenie's dead. Well, it looks like Cook is now dead, because I don't see any more flames, and the fiends are still walking around. Hopefully, they did not shoot his head off. I believe there's only 2 more fiends left. So they found me. Oh, looks like I took care of all that. So I found Cook and it looks like his head is intact. By the way, if you become over encumbered by a bunch of weapons or armor, you can always repair with duplicate items. That way you can still carry them. However, it's actually better to not just repair one gun all the way. I found that well, in my experience, it actually is better just to not repair one gun all the way. However, it could be good if your repair skill is high enough. I have a very low repair skill. As you see, this fully repaired hunting rifle is worth 2,036. However, a really damaged one, like these two, they're not just a few hundred. So if I repaired it, it's not only going to go up by a little bit. It took a lot of hunting rifles for this one to be repaired, about like 6 or 7 of them because my repair is so low. And 6 or 7 times 300, 400, that's a lot more than 2,000. So you have to use a give and take. However, if you were crazy enough, you could just stock up on weapon repair kits and use that. However, I don't feel like constantly farming for more, even though I'm using console commands to farm them. I don't feel like doing that. I'm not really too worried about maximizing my profits. But now that I have all 3 of the fiend heads, I'm going to turn all 3 of them in to Major Daughtry, and also talk to Lieutenant Gorbets about helping me out with Driver Nephi. Here's Lieutenant Gorbets.
You came through for us. I have to admit, I wasn't sure you'd make it. Means a lot, letting my team get payback. Here, we all pitched in some caps for you. Even Sterling, and he's famous for his tight wallet.
Well, goodbye.
Carry on.
So I finally found Major Daughtry again.
I see you're still alive, and that's promising. Any luck on that bounty?
I want to claim a bounty.
Here's your caps. You've been one hell of a stroke of good luck, you know that? Those three scumbags
Oh, I have
probably
enough for
killed
level
20
6.
NCR troopers. Can you bring them down alone?
Well, I'm now accepted by the NCR. I'll talk about the faction system in just a little bit. Let me take care of level 6 level up. Let's see here. Science up to 50. Nope, not that. Science 55. And now, I finally get to tell you what I'm going to level up next. It is going to be... Oh, it's either guns or medicine, but I think it's medicine I want. Yes, double check to make sure. Medicine. I want medicine to go up all the way to 70. Now, if you know why I want medicine at 70, and I think it's a really dumb idea, it's just my preference in this game. If you're one of those people that think medicine is not that important, well, you could just not do that. Moving on though, now for the level 6 perk. The level 6 perk is going to be, where is it? Comprehension. Yes. And there's already, you can see there's more things unlocked. I could just do 2 perks in toughness. That would be very, very helpful, but in my experience, it's not that big of a deal. You want at least a 20 damage threshold. Anything beyond that is just, it's nice, but it isn't perfect. It's not exactly necessary. What is important is to bring the damage resistance up, and it's hard to do that in this game. Unless, of course, you're going to be doing things like I am in this game. Anyways, comprehension. No, I didn't explain why I got comprehension. Let me explain. Comprehension basically makes it so that all reading magazines, if I read them, count for twice the amount that they normally would boost. If you don't know what that is or what that's all about, see, here's a skill magazine, right? Skill magazines typically would boost by 10, but now they're boosting by 20, as you see there. Speech 20, as if I read I'm meeting people. However, as a one-time use, instant I use it, it can't be used anymore. Does that make sense in all reality? No, none of it makes any sense. Either way, reading a magazine and getting a sudden boost in your ability to talk to people does not really make that much sense. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, if you read something, it goes away. That mechanic is a little confusing in the immersion factor. But it's a game. Anyways, now that I have that turned in, I can show you guys what I was planning to do and why I did the 3-card bounty. Anyways, so I came over to the Gun Runners and the New Vegas Medical Clinic. Oh, well, I'm going to go to that next. And I'm going to just heal up a little bit, stock up on some healing agents. And I'm also going to sell things I don't want.
You've done a good turn for the NCR, and now we'd like to do one for you. There's an NCR emergency 2-way radio. You call, and we'll come running. You're not alone out here. The NCR has your back. Stay safe and good hunting.
So, I forgot I was going to mention how this, I was going to mention how, the faction system works. So let me talk about that really quick before I talk more about, the other thing I wanted to talk about. So, if you look on the stats screen and the general tab, you'll see these. These are the factions. There's a faction for basically everything in the game. There is the Boomers, all right? There is Goodsprings, are a faction of themselves. There's the NCR. There's also the Legion. There's a few other factions. Powder Gangers is one of them, but they're not being shown. Now let me explain how this works, okay? They all have something they like about you or don't like about you. You do stuff that they like, they're going to start liking you more. There's tiers to it. Accepted is the first tier. I think the next tier is liked. And then there's a third tier. I can't remember what it is. But that's what you really want with some of these, like the Boomers. That's what you want. I think it's idolized, now that I think about it. Idolized, yes, that's what it is. It's very easy to get idolized with some of these, like the boomers. NCR, it takes a while to get there. There's certain benefits if you get that. You may have just noticed an NCR Ranger appeared out of nowhere as I was heading to the New Vegas Medical Clinic. And he gave me a two-way radio. Basically, if I use that, I think it's in my miscellaneous items. No, it isn't. Is it in my weapons? No. Well, where is this thing? Is it? Oh, there it is. NCR emergency radio. If I use this, some NCR troops will appear out of nowhere and help me out. I've never used it, and I never will use it because I like doing everything myself. But it's nice to know in case you need some extra firepower to help you out. So, I was trying to tell you earlier about Nephi's Golf Driver. Now the thing is, I can't repair Nephi's Golf Driver because since it's broken, I can't equip it. You see that? I can't equip it. So if I can't equip it, I can't repair it with weapon repair kits. The only way to repair it is to go to a repair shop. So my leather armor here, it's almost completely broken, so I need to repair it like ASAP. Luckily, I already have like a built-in damage threshold of 4 thanks to my implants, one of my implants that I bought. However, I need to repair my leather armor, and the cheapest way is to use, well, buy some leather armor and use the leather armor that I buy to repair it. However, I think, yeah, that didn't go so well because I did buy some just a little bit ago. And, well, it kind of just disappeared into the ether. So that was a thing. So I think I'm going to go with a different way of repairing my armor. So the expensive way of repairing gear is going to a repair shop like Mick here.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph's.
And ask him to repair
Sure.
things.
Let's.
Now, it costs a lot of money to repair things. All these items can be repaired, but look at how much it costs to repair them. If I wanted everything repaired. He can't repair everything to the max because his repair skill's at 75. And his hard cap to be 75% of the weapon's full repair. So as you see here, he can repair it by 7%. He won't the sniper rifle to 7% more than it was, but sadly, it will cost 615 caps to just do nothing, really, because the damage is not going up any. Oh, back to the sniper rifle. So it's kind of pointless. However, if I repair the leather armor, I get the damage threshold back to the 6 it was already supposed to be at. And it'll cost 231. Since Nephi's Golf Driver is actually a unique item, it's probably going to cost a lot. Yeah, 850. 850 caps. Good thing I'm swimming in caps. His repair skill's at 75, but it goes up to 85% weapon condition. Oh, whatever. I have a feeling, though, Nephi's Golf Driver will not be worth 850 caps, but I want to sell it anyways, so might as well do that. But the leather armor here, I can have it repaired here. I've decided if this is what I'm going to have to do for the early game, since the leather armor seems to disappear into the ether when I buy it to repair, and I'm not going to get the perk jury rigging for a while, I should just go to the next plan I've had, and that is to go to a more substantial kind of armor. Yeah, Nephi's Golf Driver is now worth 201 caps, but I'm not really too worried. I wanted to at least make some money when I sell it. But I lost money, so I might as well have just gotten rid of it instead of paid someone to repair it. But hey, whatever. So what I decided to do is upgrade my armor to the Combat Armor Reinforced Mark II. This is by far some of the best armor you could get in the game. And sadly, it's very expensive to repair and to maintain, but it probably is a lot better to be, it would probably behoove me, rather, to use this armor, since how I plan to use lots of medium to heavy armor. Well, medium armor. Yeah, plan to use medium armor for the entire playthrough. Light armor technically would be better because I could have gotten a perk that grants a little bit extra crit chance, but I really don't like it because it's just a flat 5%. It can't be multiplied. It's nice, but no, I'm not going to get that perk, especially since I think reloading really fast is far more important and really boosts DPS by a lot more than a flat 5% crit chance. So now my armor rating, well, damage threshold is at 24 with the Combat Armor Reinforced Mark II. This is the best tier of combat armor, by the way. But I'm going to go to Mick and Ralph's really quick. Go to Mick, have this repaired up to the 85% condition. Get it up to snuff as much as I can. Sure, it's going to cost a lot, but I already showed you how I farm for money, so it's no big deal. After that, I'm going to show you really quick why. Well, I'm going to show you why I cleared out the Fiends with 3-card bounty. So I found a gecko over here behind. So I found a gecko behind where I turned in 3-card bounty. On my way back here. Might as well tell you right now why I am back here. I'm heading. There's a valley right here. There's where 3-card bounty is. There's a gas station there. Over here is, yeah, that's the trailer park where Violet was. Going back here, I'm going to the Great Khans. You can tell this is where the Great Khans are because you can see those things right there. Those are little symbols of the Great Khans. Have to be careful. There are apparently like death claws over on that hill or something. I've heard about that. I need to be very, very careful. However, the Great Khans sell some very important items that Jerry is going to use, that Jerry knows about, that will make him immensely powerful and help him in his quest to take out his would-be killer. Apparently today there's only some geckos on this hill, so I don't have to worry too much. Oh, so I forgot to mention this as well when it comes to the faction system. If you notice, powder gangers are not on here. They're not listed in the faction things because I'm neutral. I'm neither accepted by them, nor am I hated by them. So they're not mentioned at all in the faction system. It'll be mentioned as soon as I get on their good side or I betray them. So on the way to the Great Khans, you'll eventually find this dilapidated house that happens to have this basement. This, as it says right there, is the door to the Great Khan Armory. I could go here, and it's a great shop actually, but I can't go in here. Well, I can go in here, but I cannot shop there until I am accepted by the Great Khans, or at least well liked by them. I won't be able to be liked by them for a while, so for now I'm not going to do that. For now I'm just going to head over to the Great Khans. This is their valley. Okay, so I've made it all the way over to the Great Khans. There's a little valley right here. See the little valley? Come to the little valley, go through it, and you'll meet Jack and Diane. Now, the person I want to talk to is Jack. Oh, I also want to take some... Let's go, but where is it? Meeting people. Read that, and talk to Jack.
What's up?
You've got an impressive setup here. Have you considered making more useful
What do you mean,
chems?
helpful? My stuff...
Now, Jack and Diane, they happen to sell chems. And what I want is for them to sell very powerful chems that can help Jerry out. Miss him with a speech
you're
check.
Right. I should start a side project making meds to keep my aura clean.
Like he's sarcastic with her. And there's more to that. Let's see here. What is it? Is it this one? I think it's kind of
Diane
work.
handles most of the transactional elements of this little enterprise, but I'm always in the market for new recipes if you've got the spark.
Oh, apparently I started that. Well, science! Have a few recipes for chems you might want.
Right on. What have you got?
Now, I just have to teach him how to make some of these, although the most important one is Slasher.
Right on. Let's have it. Grudalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you?
You gotta love how that works out. But after you teach it to him, apparently that time passing, that whole thing, the blackout thing, that's time passing as I teach him how to make it. Notice I needed a skill check of 50 science in order to do this. And I needed 66 speech in order to do this. Now he gives a little reward for teaching him this stuff. Some caps, or I could just do none of it and get a whole bunch of fame and some fame, reputation, a little bit of karma. But no,
Here
I'm going to
you
do
go.
that one.
This'll give you some zing.
And there's more I want to teach him.
Right.
Let's do super stim packs.
Right on. Let's have it.
I like how he's walking away, and he's going to do.
Grudalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you?
Give him some caps, I guess.
Here's a little tink-tink to weight your pockets.
Oh, 50 caps. That's not very much. And I want to teach him.
Right on. What have you got?
I'll teach him the rest of them too. Might as well. There's only 2 more I can do. I need 75 in survival, but I'll be able to get that a little bit later. There's a few things I'll have to do in order to get survival up to that point. It'll be very later on in the build, quite some time from now. But it's not that important to have Hydra. Hydra is nice, but it's not that important to have it. Because I believe he still sells it anyways. So I'm not really sure what's going on. And you could find Hydra. And Hydra is not... It's not something you use all the time. Because you could just use stim packs in place of Hydra. So it's kind of a pointless thing. Party time mentats.
Right on. Let's have it. Morning.
Morning. Oh, now he's walking towards me.
Delicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you?
Let's do the karma one.
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat.
All right. Let's do the last one.
What have you got?
It's Rocket, right? Yeah.
Right on. Let's
Too bad
have it.
it's not blue, nor does it have a fuse, but oh well. He's walking away again.
Grudalicious. That ought to rake in the caps.
How about the pick me up again?
Here you go. This'll give you some
All 3 of them
zing.
don't really matter that much to me. But now that I've done all that, I can see what he has
you're
for sale.
buying. Cool.
And yes. Now the reason I come here is to buy some of these things. Like MedX is really nice. It boosts damage resistance by 25%. Now remember my whole damage threshold and damage resistance thing. I talked about it a few parts ago. So if you want to understand what that is, just look back. I think it's part 2 that I explain it. Part 2 or part 3. Anyways, these are really, really nice to have. Part-time mentats are completely pointless to me. But might as well stock up on them anyways in case I need to do a speech check and I don't have what I need. That can be, since my character has 1 charisma, I can boost it by 5. And that would be a good 10 to speech right there. 10 extra points to speech. So if I had that skill magazine and party time mentats, that's a plus 30 speech right there. So that's very handy, but I don't really need any of that. buy them all anyways. Rocket is completely pointless to me. Just replacing some of action point costs if I use it. I don't really care about that. Steady is nice. It reduces weapon spread a little bit. By just a little bit. It can help though with my whole sniping thing that I'm doing right now. Seeing as how I have way too much sway, but it's not going to really do too much. Super Stimpaks are okay. But here's the thing. This is what I wanted right here. Turbo. Now, you have to teach him how to make some chems in order for him to actually start selling turbo. Now, it says turbo plus what? That's what it says for the buff. No, what it does is a slow time event, and it slows everything down. It's this right here is the entire point of my build. What will make this build super, super powerful. Right now, if I take a turbo, if I didn't have Logan's Loophole, it's not going to do too much because it only lasts like, I think, like a few seconds. But with Logan's Loophole, it doubles the amount of time. And if you take a whole bunch of turbo, I think 10 turbos, that will give you an extra perk just because you used it a lot. It's an achievement. And that will give you another perk that will increase the time it lasts again. And there's a perk that will actually double it all over again. So I can get this turbo to last a very long time, almost like a minute or so of just slow time. It is super, super important and powerful, and it is the most important thing to my build. Since it is so vital.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Take it easy, dude.
I will. Anyways, the reason why I came here is to stock up on it. Now, you know what I'm going to have to do. There's two ways to do this, to stock up on turbo. I could just wait here for a total of 72 hours, which is just going to take forever, or I could just use console commands, which is faster. I just proved where I can buy all of that stuff, so I'm going to console command all those things for me. Right now, let me just go over here to do it. Okay, so here are all the codes that I put in. I didn't put in the get VATS value 615 to 0. I don't know why it did that. I'm assuming the game was just like, hey, you put in too many codes. Stop it. And it did this. It looks like it got rid of the crit chance modifier on VATS. But I don't use VATS, so I'm not too worried. But anyways, this right here, this is turbo. I got 1,000 turbos. This one right here is for Stimpaks. Got 100 of those since he's now selling Stimpaks. And this one is Psycho. I got 100 of those. This one is MedX. And this one is very, very important because this is one, I think he's the only shop actually that sells it. Yeah. Jack is the only place that sells this one. This one is Slasher. Alright, so here's 100 Psycho. I already had 5 Psychos. Slasher. I haven't had any until now. Here's the turbos, the Stimpaks, the MedX. Now, here's the thing about Slasher that's so important on top of the MedX. Because MedX, as I said earlier, has 25% damage resistance. So automatically 1/4 of all damage is reduced. But Slasher also has this. So immediately take both of these. That is a damage reduction of half. 50% damage reduction. Which is done calculated first before damage threshold is taken place. So now I already am pretty tanky. If I'm facing a lot of really powerful enemies, this is what I'll do. It also has a bonus of 25% damage. If I want to do even more damage, I will take a Psycho. And the benefit is the MedX, Slasher, and Psycho last a very, very long time. I could also stock up on steady, but it's pointless, said earlier. But turbo, I have 1,000 of these. These don't last too long, so I can never have enough turbos. Best thing about turbo, though, well, a convenient thing about turbo, rather, is if I want turbo to last a long time in a really long fight, I just take several turbos, and it'll just increase the length of time based upon how many turbos I took. So I don't know how long they last. I can't remember. Don't really care too much how long they last. But say that each one lasted 10 seconds. So if I took 10 of them, that'll be 100 seconds. So 1 minute and 40 seconds it will last, which is really nice. You could say that it's pointless to do it Logan's loophole build, because I mean, I would just get addiction and these things won't last as long. But that's the thing, I want it to last as long, and I don't want to have to worry about the addiction problem, which isn't that big of a deal if you're one of those people who finds something like this to be trivially, like, not that big of a deal, dealing with all the addictions. However, there's an addiction bug thing where, like, some of the addictions just cannot be removed properly. I believe there is a mod out there, an unofficial patch mod that's supposed to patch this, but I said earlier, some other part, that I really don't like that mod. It just made the game weird. I don't know why, but some things were just not right with the mod. But that's my opinion. For some of you, you might really like it, but for me, I don't. But now, my build is complete. Well, it's not complete. It's just, I am now very, very powerful. Jerry is one of the most powerful characters in the entire game, simply because of what I have now just done. I will be showing off how powerful this build is now next time, because I've already wasted a long time getting to this point in the game. Oh boy. Next part's going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, with all that being said, I am Blue Rocket Fuse. This here is Jerry. And we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.
You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.